Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Go to turn on the webcam again. So welcome to the Severe Weather live stream. If you're coming from my Facebook page, hello. I'm popping up YouTube chat here stuff. Once I can get it set up, there we go. There we go. Alright, so welcome to the Severe Weather live stream. We are be covering the severe weather. Let me go ahead and switch on over to Radar Omega here. We have a big slight risk area over from North Carolina and towards South Carolina, going all the way up through portions of Tennessee, Kentucky, all the way up into Ohio and Indiana. We have a severe thunderstorm watch for Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, and portions of West Virginia at the moment. This is with a recent Mexico discussion, which I will pull that up on Storm Prediction Center's website in just a minute. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning here in Kentucky, going to be over towards eastern Kentucky, just a little bit west of Richmond, and it's near Irvine. 0.88 inches of 0.88 inch size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts with this storm. I was going to switch on over to our velocity scan here. We can see we do have some strong winds, and actually I'll be looking up at this little area right here. I'm looking at this little area right here towards eastern Kentucky. Could I get a little bit of area of broad rotation? Going to have to keep an eye on all these storms today. Will have the potential to rotate, but tornadoes are not expected today. Which I will show you that on Storm Predictions website as well. Over towards our area here in South Central Kentucky, I am looking. We already got some spot up storms popping up just southwest of Bowling Green towards Glasgow, and we also got another little spotty storm go ahead and start and pop up near Grayson County, up just a little bit northeast of Litchfield. This will be all these storms today will be heading southeast. We do have a slight risk for portions of our area here in South Central Kentucky. That does include towards Franklin, Warren County, Butler County, Emerson County, Grayson County, and portions of Ohio County, and it just goes up north. If you are west of Butler County, you are in a martial risk towards Central City, Madisonville, Princeton, Hopkinsville, Oak Grove, Russellville, and Franklin. And if you're west of Princeton, you're in a general thunderstorm risk. Might have a couple of rumbles of thunder, some light to moderate rain showers. But no severe weather is expected for y'all today and tonight. So let's go ahead on back over here to the severe thunderstorm warning here. And if you thought the red was a tornado warning, it is not. Tornado warnings on, wait, I got my color table set up. Tornado warnings on my radar here, which I'm using Radar Omega, is going to be pink and purple. So if we see any pinks pop up here, then that will be a tornado warning, which I will cover that. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Storm Prediction Center. And I have to switch over the displays, of course. Makes me do this every time. So, as you see, we do have the mesoscale discussion. Let's go ahead and click on that. Severe thunderstorm watch. This is the mesoscale discussion. And threats do include scattered damaging winds. Wind gusts up to 65 miles an hour if possible. A few multicell clusters could develop east-southeast from southern Ohio to southeast and towards southern Midwest Virginia this afternoon. So the severe thunderstorm watch will approximately be it's approximately along in 50 statute miles north and south of a line from 40 miles northwest of Cincinnati, Ohio. Excuse me, I'm getting choked up here. To 35 miles northeast of Berkeley, West Virginia. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that as well, which of course where I got the things set up here for the storm prediction. So let's go ahead and look at this, the convective outlooks today. There is tornado risk up towards the northwest, over towards the Great Plains and stuff like that. But I'm looking out for this red risk. We got a 15% chance, and the yellow, of damaging winds, and we also got 5% chance of hail in the brown there. All significant weather is going to be happening north, northwest. Let's take a look at our day 2. We got another severe weather outlook for our area here again for tomorrow. We got another slight risk coming from West Virginia down to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, portions of Alabama, northeastern portions of Alabama, most of Tennessee, and the slight risk does go through South Central and Central Kentucky. There is not any tornado risk within this, but keep an eye on the weather models and the weather data with that as well. Turn my audio up here a little bit. But we do have a wind risk, 50% chance of damaging winds, and we also got no hail risk. So most of the threat tomorrow will be damaging winds, but again, thunderstorm activity, thunderstorms do tend to quickly develop and quickly change erratically. Let's go on to our day 3 outlook. We got another day 3 outlook. We got marginal risk. So we got 3 days of severe weather here in Kentucky. So I'm gonna keep an eye on. I'll be keeping the live streams coming if I see anything significant possibly happening. Let's go switch on back over to our radar here. And we still got one severe thunderstorm warning. I'm gonna keep an eye on that little notch down to the southwestern portion of the storm. If we zoom out, there's really not much of anything going on up here. The other slight risk up towards Montana, Wyoming, Nebraska, Colorado, and even Kansas. And not really seeing much of anything going on there. So the most of the activity, you got another severe thunderstorm warning just south of Chillicothe, or however you say that. I'm not going to that as well. That'll be heading towards the extreme eastern Kentucky, going through West Virginia, even down towards Virginia. So let me show you what they were talking about in the Mexico discussion about the line segments. This is a little bit organized right now, but this could come into a organized curvilinear convection system as it heads south-southeast. What that would mean is going to be basically a squall line of the strong storms pushing down from the northwest. So we keep an eye on that, as well as these storms do end up taking down obviously instability down here in Kentucky, and we have quite a bit of instability down here. Let me go ahead and just change the colors here. I'll change the more bright pink here. So we got really unstable air here, and if you live in Kentucky, you know we've been in drought. We've been in really hot and muggy weather the last 2 days, and it's really hot right now. We got temperatures up in the upper 90s and heat index over 100 degrees, so it's really hot out there. The atmosphere is very unstable. So once we get these storms, get that little tad bit of moisture hitting instability, we're gonna have storms popping up like crazy. These storms will have the chance and will have the ability to become very strong, drop some hail, drop maybe some damaging winds. And I will not roll out, even though there is not a risk for it, but I would not roll out a possibility for a tornado, a spin-up tornado, which, again, if there is a tornado warning issued for inside the pink region here, wouldn't really expect it to be a long-track tornado or even severe damaging long track tornado, not very strong. So there could be a brief spin-up or two within this convective system that's going to be coming down to the north. It's going to be coming from the northwest as it be pushing down southeast. So we got quite a bit of instability. We got a lot of CAPE, and if you know what CAPE is, that's the convective available potential energy. That is the instability in the atmosphere. That's how unstable the atmosphere is. So we have quite a bit of that, which I've been looking at on the weather models, which I haven't set up the new scene for the weather model yet. So once I get that set up, I'll probably put it up on this stream. I'll probably get that set up in the next few minutes or so. So we're going to be keeping an eye on these storms and be coming down and stuff like that. And again, if you're just now joining in, I'm going to be doing a severe weather live severe weather coverage for the Ohio Valley and even down to the Dixie Alley. And again, what we're going to be looking at within the storms is if they get these little bean shapes. Which this storm doesn't really have a bean shape to it, so it doesn't have a mid-level lock. So give me a second. Sorry, I'm texting my girlfriend. My bad. So again, we're starting to get some of these inflow notches here. Let me switch to a different color where you can see that better. Hold on. Let me go for a more of a darker shade. I do a dark shade of red. So that's what we're looking at here. We do have some of these inflow notches, and we do have a little bit of curvature here. So let's go ahead and switch on back over to our velocity, and just to see, we're not really seeing any scans of. We don't really have any significant rotation. We don't even have a good rotation couplet. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on this storm. Again, all these storms will have the ability to rotate. Just the atmosphere, we don't have the wind shear, but they possibly could still rotate. If you live in Kentucky, you know how you just know how it is here. So again, we do have 113 subscribers on this channel now. And again, if you follow me on TikTok, we also have 3,000 followers on TikTok as well. So if you don't mind, I will be sharing my YouTube more on my TikTok. Try to get more people on my TikTok. I will be doing these live for other streams more on my YouTube. So we're gonna be keeping an eye on these storms, and again, like we said, we're gonna be keeping an eye on these little notches here within this storm. That's just showing strong inflow winds coming into the storm. We also look at the backside for the downdraft winds as well. So again, we're going to switch on back over to the Fort Campbell radar. Go ahead and look over towards Bowling Green. Oops, I did not mean to open the door panel. So again, look at these storms just southwest of Glasgow. They are moving quickly, actually. A lot quicker than I thought they would be. So let me go ahead and get the storm motion on. The severe thunderstorm warning us is going to be heading south, southeast. So let's go ahead and look at the details on this. 60 mile an hour is going to be heading east. Yeah, that's heading more southeast, my boy. So it's going east southeast at 20 miles an hour. So I'm just gonna follow this blue storm track, I guess. So let's go ahead and draw out the storm track here. Let's go ahead and go out for a few miles here. So it's going 20 miles an hour. So let me move this here. Here's your impact times. If you see your location out here, be prepared. We could have a strong to severe storm be moving in our area. Pits, it would be in y'all's area in 5 minutes. Make sure y'all are indoors, nowhere near windows, because hail could shatter windows. Also, damaging winds can also blow up windows and do some roof damage. Fishburne, you got 5 minutes. Cobb Hill, you have 9 minutes. Patsy, you have 14 minutes. Pilot, you have 17 minutes. Greeley, you have 24 minutes. Standing Rock, you have 29 minutes. And Fixer, you have 29 minutes. So that's the next 30 minutes. We got a population of 2,652 people, possibly infected again. We got a lot of locations here, which that's over an hour. So let's go worry about the next 30 minutes or so here. So here's your impact times with this storm.